Anime. Simultaneously the best and the worst thing you have ever seen in your life. I'm editing this now and I've just realised what my hair looked like.
Anyone here? How did you get it? Jesus! Jesus is from Leicestershire!
For some reason, you just don't have the same love that you used to have for this medium. You used to be ploughing through series left and right, and nowadays, you watch one season a year at best. I went down this exact path. I used to watch loads of anime, I used to love it. But in the last year, the only show I've watched is Blue Lock. And it's not that I don't like it, when I do watch it, I find myself having quite a good time, but I just prefer to do other things even though my anime watch list is longer than a horse's cock. And this is all the more strange because I consider myself an anime fan. I mean, look at me, do you think I look like an anime fan? Looking online, a lot of people have the same issue that I do. They would call themselves an anime fan, but they just don't watch that much anime anymore. So let's dive deeper. Let's dive into why you don't watch anime anymore. Oh, and please stick around to the end, because the last category in this video is something that I think you will fall into, and most people fall into. Number 1, manga is just way better. Yeah, I said it. Manga's way better. This is the category I fall into. I don't watch anime anymore because I read manga instead. It's a cop-out? Yes, because at the end of the day, I'm still consuming these stories, but if you haven't got the time to sit down and watch an anime, maybe try reading some mangas. It's so worth it. You get to experience these stories in their purest form without any pacing or animation issues that may be added during the manga to anime transition. And yes, it's that part of the video where I'm gonna tell you to read One Piece. Please read One Piece, it is motherfucking peak fiction. You may say, ooh, but it's too long, but that's just not true. Once you have caught up, you will think it's not long enough. Oda's world building is far too excellent, it just keeps you wanting more. The anime has its pacing issues during the middle, but the manga is perfect the entire way through. And before anyone makes the, ooh, it only gets good after 300 chapters joke, just know that these people are lying and One Piece is good from chapter 1 onwards. Well, I'm glad I got that out of my system. Anyway, for a lot of busy people weighed down by education or work, manga's just a much more suitable option than anime. So if you find yourself not having the time to watch anime, but you want to still consume these stories, give manga a try, you won't regret it. It's me on my chair for a quick break to tell you to subscribe because you aren't subscribed already. Everyone who watches a lot of anime is a big meanie. They should really stop. Anime as a medium is obviously growing. I saw ads on the London Underground for Chainsaw Man, and that honestly blew my mind. But anime seems to be growing as a subculture too. There's a large group of people who pride themselves on watching every new anime each season has to offer. Firstly, how do you do it? There's so much anime out there, how do you have the time? Secondly, why? I consider myself a film fan, but that doesn't mean I would watch everything that refers to itself as a film. But some people like this, especially on that website, feel the need to criticize literally everything an anime adaptation does. If one frame is different from the manga panel, they will be on it like vultures. If one tiny speck of dust is out of place, they will snap their jaws on it like the apex predators that they are. I'm joking, they're ginormous virgins. This is a point I went over in my Why Gaming Isn't Fun Anymore video, and the same applies to anime. When you're trying to enjoy something, and all you see online is people constantly critiquing it, it just sucks the fun out of it, man. I want to sit in the corner and watch My Hero Academia by myself in peace. It's a fun show, it's a good show, and you calling it mid all the time is annoying. Also, in my gaming video, I mentioned the fact that people have this need to rank everything these days, and that really sucks the fun out of it. If you have thing X and thing Y, and you say thing X is better than thing Y, that doesn't elevate thing X, it just makes thing Y seem worse. Here's an example. Demon Slayer is a very fun series, and during the first season, I didn't really feel connected to any of its characters, and still now, I don't really care about most of its characters. But there are two exceptions to this rule, that are two of my favourite characters of all time. Rengoku and Tengen. If you asked me who I prefer, I would honestly say I cannot distinguish. If I say Rengoku, I feel like that would downplay Tengen, and if I say Tengen, I feel like that would downplay Rengoku. I don't have to push one down to prefer the other. I like them both the same, and I shouldn't have to pick one. It's like comparing apples to oranges. There is absolutely no point. And at the end of the day, who cares what I prefer? It's just the silly red hot boy versus the silly flashy free wife boy. At the end of the day, what you like is what you like. And even though the internet is full of negativity, we should not let that take away from the media that we love. So if you're a fan of My Hero Academia and someone calls it mid, take no notice. You like it and that's all that matters. If you like Dress Up Darling and someone says you get no bitches and stack no paper, as true as it is, ignore them, because you like it and that is all that matters. Number 3, the Shonen Jump effect. Maybe you're just old. Maybe the reason you don't like anime anymore is because you're old. Look at you, you're ancient. I'm joking. You look lovely. Anime is hype. Anime, more than any other medium, is hype. It gets you excited. It gets your blood pumping. But as you get older, maybe you want something more from your fiction than just hype. Sometimes hype for hype's sake is not enough. You start to crave cinema. Not me, I'm a degenerate. If the good guy beats the bad guy with the power of friendship, that wins my heart every time. But I'll be honest, when most of what you watch is just Shonen Jump, this tends to be the case. Shonen is a genre very close to my heart, but many of its shows are just hype for hype's sake. Fun, yes, but not for everyone, especially as you get older. Shonen literally translates to boy or juvenile. So it's understandable that you'd grow out of it. Except One Piece. One Piece is a timeless classic for all ages, and you're really missing out if you don't watch it. But there's plenty of shows out there if you feel like this. Anime's not a genre, it's a medium. And just like there's a range of genres within films, there's so many anime to explore out there. So if you get bored, read One Piece, that's my message. It may be shonen, but it's a higher shonen. So how much anime do you watch in a year? Because I've really fallen off. I love it, and I honestly want to watch more, but I do other things. But I want to watch more. I have a massive watch list. So tell me down below, what should I add to that watch list and probably never watch? Also, leave a like on this video, or I'll say your favourite anime gets you no bitches and stacks you no paper as well. Bye!